Yeah, so like I'm gonna give y'all like a little documentary about me, like a little intro, like to explain who I am, what I do, right? Now, ever since I started this, this journey with becoming a non-citizen national, after I went through the whole passport process and after I, changed my status, it's a certain way we live. It's not normal when when you got to be articulate about every little thing. Like the way I bank is private. How I live is private. Anything I do got to be private. And what I mean private, you are separating yourself from the straw man. So I don't use my social security number to get a bank account. I don't use an EIN number to get a bank account. Neither do I use a CPN number to get a bank account. I got one bank account with an EIN, and that was for Navy Federal. But like my major bank account, like Bank of America, I got that because I claim citizenship in another country. Now we gonna discuss that later. But my whole family, like my son and my wife, they are both nationals. So I'm not the only national that's in my household. But I'm just saying, like, the way we live is different. It's not the same. Is now I won't say weird. It's easy to me, but I know for the average person, they'd be like, hey, what if I want a driver's license? You gotta know how to get a driver's license in a private. And what I mean by getting a driver's license in a private, you have to know how to utilize or to know change the address that's on your ID profile. So usually they give you like a fictitious address like 117 Pine Hill Crest, whatever you live at, and they have a 5-digit zip code. The way we get IDs is like rural free delivery, and on top of that, we'll say the city is like USA Republic City, and the zip code we'll put all zeros. And the reason why you have to do that, because that take you out of territorial jurisdiction from the state. Because the state, they pick up shit like that. Like, that's why they want to know if you got a license, you got state ID within the state, because that's how they gain jurisdiction over you. And I can read, the state requirements, like, damn, like, these are all things that can pull you in their jurisdiction that people do not know. And I'm gonna say something else, like, non-citizen national, believe it or not, depending on how much you know, we are watched. We are watched. Not in a way they gonna sacrifice us or take us, kill us or something like that. I'm just saying we watched in a way where we are a threat to the United States government. Now, we're not really a threat, but we actually just trying to retrieve our rights. But the only way you retrieve rights is to discontinue all contracts. Because y'all got to understand one thing: you can't be sovereign and still have contracts with these people. They don't exist. You wanna have the right to travel and the right to bear arms, but you still got you still got a driver's license in the state. You still got business registration. You still got your car registered. You still got a mortgage deed that you have. You pay registration from the state. How you gonna be sovereign? It don't exist. If you want to be sovereign, you gotta be sovereign all the way. Real sovereigns don't get benefits and privileges. Real sovereigns don't use their social security number. Real sovereign people don't register their vehicles. Real sovereign people do not contract with the enemy, right? So when y'all start contacting me and we had these private sessions, I can explain a lot of stuff to y'all, like more stuff than y'all actually think I have, like far as information, because the goal is to get the results. The goal is not to talk or teach y'all things. The goal is to have it where whatever you want to do, you can have it. Like, if you want to acquire a house using the 1099A, you can have it. But the thing, the way you get it is to understand how those tax filings work, because everybody is under the presumption that the 1099A is where the money come from. The 1099A is used to report. The 1099 OID is where the money come from. But that's another conversation. So, I'm gonna have the Telegram link below. That's just a little summary, of what I be going through every day as far as like a status change. I don't feel invisible, but I feel like it's different. Everything unique. Everything I do is different. Like the way we get properties, the way we get like, lease an apartment or at least a townhome. Like, I'm in a townhome, right? So the way I lease the townhome is different. It's not the same. We go through hell, like hell, to do anything. Nah, y'all, I'm gone.